All right, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us out here on the back patio with one of the many kayaks you have at the shop, Sean Glackin, owner of Alpine Quest in Edwards. Sean, what's up, man? It's showtime, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, the rivers are starting to come up, and we're excited. Starting to get people out on the river, teach them kayaking, and the season's here.
I think we spoke last week about the Vail Whitewater Race Series. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to let people know, and I think it's good for you to educate people. There's people that are really taking to the water. We live in the mountains. If you come from the beach and you're used to being near the water, but you don't have access to the big water like you grew up on the coastline, we do have water here to use, to access. Best way to go about it, obviously kayaks, and I do the fly fishing. I get down by the water too, but you have a lot of different ways to teach and to share your love and your team's love for everybody out there, to get people involved with it.
Yeah, we have a full river instruction school going on where we teach whitewater kayaking. We teach stand-up paddleboarding on the river, and then we do basic, sit on top kayak tours. So we have a lot of different options to get people on the river, especially for that first time. Make sure they learn the right way.
Where have you seen probably, do you think, your biggest area of growth? Has it been with the stand-up paddle boards? Has it been continuing with the newer kayaks that are out there? The kids, the ladies, what's been the biggest area?
Yeah, stand-up paddleboarding's definitely exploded over the last 5-7 years. We've been teaching kayaking in the valley since 1989, so kayaking's been a long-standing staple for us, and then stand-up paddleboarding's just been a nice complement to it. Just anything to get more people on the water.
I have a side question, because I grew up in the rivers of Maine. We grew up whitewater canoeing. You don't see a lot of people canoeing out here. Any particular reason why?
Yeah, the rivers aren't very canoe friendly, being a little more, when you look at the Eagle River, it's a little more rocky, and the rocks don't do as well with the canoes. Okay. And just as there's been advances in equipment, kayaks have gotten a lot more stable than they used to be. They've gotten a lot more comfortable. Everything's become a lot more user friendly, so it's kind of left the canoeing behind a little bit. You still see people using them on lakes and stuff, but it's pretty rare to see them on the rivers out here.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the mic so you can talk about what we have in front of us here. I don't want to reach across, but I'm going to give this, you talk about that great kayak.
Yeah, this is just actually a kid's kayak, the Jackson Kayak Sidekick. We sell kayaks and rent kayaks for all abilities, all shapes and sizes, but just brought a small little sports car in today. But and then we have a nice helmet here from Shred Ready with the Colorado flag on it, so that's been a nice popular model for us. And then a Rescue PFD. So this is a life jacket from Astral Designs that's has some extra rescue features, rescue harness on it and things like that. So real popular with a lot of the raft guides and kayak instructors and just more advanced river users out there.
So Sean, Type 5, is that what it is for the general public? Type 5 life jackets, or what do you recommend, or what does everybody recommend?
Yeah, a rescue vest is a Type 5 PFD, but really to get on the river, Type 3 or Type 5 is what's going to be required. Okay. So that's what you'd be looking for. That's what on certain stretches the Forest Service is inspecting for. So Type 3 or Type 5. So a little bit different than your typical water skiing vest.
Okay. And you have all the stuff available to purchase, and you have used kayaks. You have a big trade every spring or in the summer. When do you do that big trade out where people bring their used kayaks, and isn't that coming up pretty soon or no?
We had that a few weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
So that's our big swap that we do in our Edwards store. But we do have one coming up at our Glenwood store on May 20th and 21st. So.
And you just opened the Glenwood store.
So in the Glenwood store, it's a summer-only store for us. And that's all whitewater paddle sports again. But that's, coming up in 2 weeks.
Right on. Congratulations. All right, the Vail Whitewater Race Series, what's it all about?
It's a Tuesday night series. It starts this week. And we have a nice little local race series on a short little course in Vail Village. It's open to stand-up paddlers, rafters, kayakers. It's a really fun community event. You should definitely check it out.
So that's going to start this evening and go through probably the week of GoPro and GoPro starts, correct?
Correct, yeah. So starting today and the next it's 5 total Tuesdays.
Okay. And people can sign up there on the spot?
You can sign up on the spot, or you can go to the Vail Rec District's website, and you can sign up ahead of time right now.
What would you recommend? Will it fill in, do you think, or should people do that, or can they just show up last minute?
I'd say, anything to get people out there. So if you have the time, if you're at work today and, have a few minutes, sign up ahead of time, but don't let that keep you from coming. You can sign up on the spot tonight as well.
And then tell us the hours of your store, your Alpine Quest store right in Edwards.
We're in Edwards. We're there 9 till 6 every day. And that's 7 days a week, so 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
See you, Sean. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Swing by, say hi to Sean. Check out all the great kayaks they have for all members of the family, stand-up paddleboards, all the gear you can have out there to make a good experience and to be safe while you're on the water. And the Vail Whitewater Race Series kicks off tonight at the cover bridge, between the cover bridge and the International Bridge, right there in the heart of Vail. I've got a weather report coming up after the break and also a fly fishing report. Don't go anywhere.